it's a great point, Niall. They do not want to wait for any kind of help. They want to handle their own business right away. Starting lineups right there, Miller and Vitale in the backcourt with Kane, Potter, and Cook. The Stars without Frank Jackson tonight, as he is out with a quad contusion. On the other side, Carter, Robinson, Randolph, Hall, and Johnson. And for the Salt Lake City Stars, they were able to win without Frank Jackson in the earlier meeting between these two teams. Take a look at the officials for tonight. Entai Huang, Marcy Williams, Bobby Bissant III. They are ready to go tonight. We're ready to go tonight. Spurs, Stars, game 2 of this 2-game series. And a lot of money on the table tonight for Salt Lake City. Jump ball from the west side here at the Maverick Center. Thanks so much once again for being with us. The Spurs with the first possession. They move left to right on your radio dial. Tonight a simulcast on ESPN Plus and the KSL Sports Zone. The Austin Spurs start with a 3 on the left angle from Jordan Hall, and it's good. Jordan Hall, 16 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists the other night, but just 2 of 10 from deep. But he hit 8 of his previous 14 from 3 before that. He gets Austin started off right. They had a very poor start in that game on Tuesday. They're the 29th best offense in the G League. For an answer, it's Christian Vitale with a right angle 3, and he ties it up at 3 apiece. Vitale, 17.6 rebounds, 3 assists on Tuesday. The Stars, as we mentioned, what an amazing turnaround that they had after a very sluggish start. 14 of their last 18 they have won. A runner is up and no good from Robinson. The rebound comes down to Cook. He runs it up the court. Quick trigger 3 on the right angle, no good from Kane. Offensive rebound, Miller. He puts it back up and in.
It's so funny that you say that, Tony, because when I was talking with Stacey, we were talking about the position that they're in tonight, with it being when to get in. And Stacey said 2 months ago, we weren't even in this position. So we had to persevere. And that, he said, is the storyline of this entire season.
I would agree with that 100%. They had a long way to climb. As getting into the paint, fading away from the paint is Caleb Johnson. It's no good. Great defense, Micah Potter. But you're right. The way they started, especially after Showcase Cup play, and I know they're different parts of the season, as Vitale tries to go inside to Potter. Ball gets away. It's a turnover. Here comes Carter trying to push the pace for the Spurs. Bounces to Johnson on the baseline. Johnson's going to take it at Kane. Spin to the base. Turn him with the left and score. We're tied at 5. But with the way Showcase Cup play went, then the start of the regular season, with how difficult a time they were having defensively, you just couldn't envision them being in this place, a position where a win could mean they host a playoff game.
Host a playoff game, which would actually be the first time that they're doing this in history. So that would be huge. And you know, what was also interesting, Tony, is that in 2020, they were the number 1 seed. Mm-hmm. So they had that opportunity to be able to host the playoffs. Unfortunately, because of COVID and the pandemic, they weren't.
7-5. Micah Potter with a floater in the paint. Stars with the lead, 9:39 left to play here in the first. Floater on the other end, no good, and it's Isaiah Miller on the board. You're right, and that would be wonderful. What a great reward for this team after their perseverance, their toughness, their togetherness. As Isaiah Miller with some tough moves in the paint, puts it off the glass and rim, no good, nearly got his own, but the Spurs come up with it. Randolph, who had a great start to the game on Tuesday, backs it out beyond the three-point line. Throws across the court, Galen Robinson Jr. shot fake, drives into the paint, goes to the right angle for a 3, and it is Olin Carter III who nails it. It's 8-7. Carter with 3, Hall with 3, Johnson with 2. It's 8-7 Austin. But 9 minutes left here in the first. You could see, Nio, in that early part of the year, even though they were not winning, they were playing for each other. And we weren't just talking the talk here. Vitale with a strong take lays it in, and it's 9-8 Stars. They were playing hard. They were playing for each other, and eventually it all came together.
Yeah, and one thing you have to give a huge shout-out is to the coaching staff.
Right.
Just through conversations, because especially with the G League, guys are in and out of going into the NBA, being called up, coming back down to the G League. And so it's really, really hard to build that team atmosphere or that real team bond. And this team has really been able to do it through those hard moments of maybe not having everyone in the locker room. They've been able to come together as one.
Olin Carter III scored on one end, turnover for the Stars on the other as Cook was trying to go out to Kane. Over his head and out of bounds. 8:22 left here in the first. 10-9. Austin in the lead. And here in just moments, we are going to get our chance for the first time of the year to see Chris Smith, a guy you talked about from moment one that he arrived.
Yes, he's currently at the scorers board. And it's exciting. I'm excited to see him go out there. He was really excited to come out here to Salt Lake City. And of course, with injuries, we've had to wait a little bit longer to see him, but now he has officially stepped on the court.
Welcome to the Salt Lake City Stars officially, Chris Smith. Brandon Randolph took it right to the rack, got fouled, scored it, and he's at the free throw line. Randolph 77.8% from the line. He had 19 points, 4 rebounds, and we mentioned that hot start Tuesday. He had a team high 24 against Greensboro, 10 of 15 from the field in that game. Completes the three-point play, and Austin is up 13-9. Chris Smith, as you mentioned, a guy that he was the Pac-12 most improved player back in 2020. The Stars have been very excited to get him out there. So he gets his first minutes here. Tyler Cook driving into the paint, scores with a right hand, 13-11. On the other end, Hall gets it to the note, throws it back out to Carter. Right angle three, good again. Olin Carter the third, 3 for 3 from the field with 8 points. 16-11, Austin on top. In the first quarter, a very important thing for the Austin Spurs. They're a team towards the bottom of the NBA G League. Their poor starts have certainly hampered them throughout the course of the year. Tyler Cook squaring up, going to go into the body of Johnson, score it, count it, he's fouled.
How did that get in?
Pure muscle, something I would know nothing about.
Yeah, you and me both.
That's all about Tyler Cook's game. And when we talk about keeping this team together, every single player will talk about the guy who helped that happen, Tyler Cook. A true extension of the coaching staff when you talk about kind of being the team psychiatrist.
Really?
Yeah, just a guy with such calm, poise, and demeanor. I asked Tyler, where do you get that level focus? They always say never too high, never too low. Nobody stays more level as he completes a three-point play than Tyler Cook. He said having a locker room next to DeMar DeRozan was the reason for that. Straightaway three, Jordan Hall, no good. Stars with a rebound. It's Isaiah Miller. Roadrunnering up the court into Carter. Gets to the dotted line. Outside to Kane. Drives into the paint. Throws it behind Cook out of bounds. It'll go to the Spurs. But it's got to start somewhere, right? And he's that guy. And how many times do you see him set screens to open up opportunities for teammates?
And it's interesting that you say that. You talk about being a team psychiatrist, because just that moment with Elijah as he threw the ball out of bounds, Tyler kept telling him, it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah,
Get
just
back
move
into
on.
the game. Get back into the game. And that's so important. You need teammates like that that'll let you know it's okay.
Offensive foul on Tyler Cook as he tried to high step through the lane. 6:48 to play in the first quarter. The Austin Spurs lead over the Salt Lake City Stars. League, nothing is a for sure thing. The Stars know they have a battle on their hands tonight with the Spurs.
Yeah, Tony, I want you to actually explain that a little bit more to those that are just hopping on. Because this game, like you said, is very, very crucial. You can either be in the playoffs or not in the playoffs at all for the Stars.
Well, a big gap, a big swing of what could happen. Strong take, Caleb Johnson. It's 18-14 Austin. The Stars with a win would host a first-round playoff game. They would get the number 4 seed, which was realistically the ceiling for what this team is going to do after their very slow start. If they lose, they could still get in. And it could even be likely with some of the help that could happen, a number of variables and the number of teams that would have to fall out and all of that coming together. But there's a chance they wouldn't even get it. So a number of things could happen. What the Stars want to do is put a lid on it right away and give themselves that best-case scenario.
You just want to go.
The Stars, they're 6, by the way. Go ahead.
No, you just want to go to sleep tonight at peace, knowing, you know what, we're at the 4th seed and we're in the playoffs versus having to, because some of these teams, this is the last game for the Stars, but some of these teams are still playing today and tomorrow to close out the season.
Yeah, the Stars end their regular season as early as anybody. Yeah.
That's a lot of holding your breath for 2 days.
Driving floater, no good for Mahoney. Stars come the other way. Elijah Kane stepping through the paint, puts it up at the left, no good. Rebound down to Delph. What a steal there by Vital. Back up and in. Boy, those energy plays from Christian Vital. One guy who has been a key spark to the turnaround for the team this year is indeed Christian Vital. Austin was without a turnover up to that point. Clock issue, they'll get it fixed. Yeah, a number of games still to be played. The one thing about the NBA G League, every player, every game, every rep is being watched by somebody, and this is an audition for every one of them.
There are so many scouts that come to these games that watch on ESPN Plus, which we're streaming on, I believe, tonight, doing a little plug there. But there's so many scouts that are watching, and so every night you really have to put your best foot forward.
Deep pass into the paint off the foot of Tyler Cook. out of bounds, and the Stars with their 7th turnover. The one thing I've always enjoyed about the NBA G League, and been around it now since 2015, every possession, every guy empties the tank. And I mean empties the tank. Now, there are not as many games. In an NBA season, you'll have 82. There's a number of things that can happen, but still, it just, you can sense the hunger from every single one of these players out there. And that's the case here coming up tonight. Drive going left side. Galen Robinson gives off to Mahoney. Mahoney terminates the dribble. Straightaway 3 by Delph. It's on the way, and it clangs out. Delph with 5 points, 6 rebounds on Tuesday. He's only had a couple of them with 10 plus, but had a very important 5-point spurt in their comeback where they were able to take what was a 20-point deficit, cut it all the way down to 1. That'll tell you the way this thing can go.
Yeah, and back to kind of what you were saying earlier. You said, it's not as many games as the NBA regular season, right? But at the end of the day, with the G League, you never know when you're going to get called up.
Mm-hmm.
See, one day you could be playing a game on Monday. Your next thing you know, you're on an NBA team and you're playing on a Tuesday. And it's so many games within 1 week. And those bodies, they can get exhausted, whatever. But yeah, so it's not as many games, but it's definitely a lot in the body.
Oh, there's a ton, and they practice with a lot of intensity. There's a lot that goes on in this league. What I am so impressed with, and especially over the last handful of years, is the way the gap has closed between the G League and the NBA. Now, there clearly is a difference between the best 450 in the world and, let's say, the next 450, right? However, the way it's blurred on those back 150 and top 150 in each side, it is closer now than what it used to be. In the continuity you're seeing from a lot of what happens from G League teams to the parent club, there's a big difference with that. Scotty Morrison is a guy that knows a lot about that from his time in the G League and his time around overseas, and then also in the NBA as a whole. There's a number of coaches that talk about that importance. Stacey Davis rumbles in the lane, goes full back in the paint, lays it in. At no point has he looked like a rookie this year.
Not at all.
You forget he's a rookie. Pass to the right corner, Mahoney, corner 3, good. Nice three-pointer, Denzel Mahoney. 10 points for him. He was 3 of 11 from the field in that game on Tuesday. He hadn't scored in double figures since February 11th. That was a great burst for him. And the Austin Spurs, 21-18, Austin in the lead. 4:05 left to play here in the first. Christian Vital gets to the free throw line, behind the back dribble, guarded by Mahoney. Goes beyond the three-point line, crosses over right, double, comes over by Randolph. He steals it, flips it forward. Mahoney backslides to midcourt, now gives it off to Delph. Delph into a double team, floats over and scores. Timeout, Stars. It is now the Austin Spurs off to a very nice start in this game after a brutal start in that game. The different team since January 26th. Defensively overall in the year, they're 24th. They're 16th since January 26th, which was a major improvement, especially for some of the really rough stretches they had on the defensive side. Williams drives in left angle, puts it off the glass rim, no good. Adrian Delph the rebound. He'll move it up the court quickly, goes straight away now. Here's a three from Jai Smith, swirls out. Rebound Ellaby, who's in the game for the first time. Alkins to the block, it goes to Micah Potter. He squares up, turns to the base, gets inside, and scores it to make it 23-20. Olin Carter brings the ball up the court, now hands off to Galen Robinson Jr. Galen Robinson tries to get downhill against Potter. Potter bodies him, but Robinson scores it anyway. Now a long court pass. It's going to be taken away. Excuse me, that was Hall on the basket. My apologies. It goes back to Hall. Hall at the block, straight away. Mahoney, catch and shoot 3. Clangs off the left side. Rebound Potter. Outlet to Raleigh Alkins. 25-20 Austin. The Stars with 9 turnovers here in this game. Ellaby, straight away 3. It's good. C.J. Ellaby. Averaging 10 points, 5 rebounds, 2.5 assists for this team. Big spark of energy, big burst off the bench for this team. Here comes Hall. Around the screen to Smith. Behind the back dribble, guarded by Davis. Throws straight away to Carter. Carter waves up for a screen. Jai Smith sets it right. He comes around it, gets to the free throw line. Now steps back. Fadeaway jumper. Front rim, back rim, front rim. No good. Rebound Ellaby. He'll burst up the court left side. Now straight away to Davis. Davis with the wall cut off. Hands off back to Williams. Williams slithers his way through the lane. Bumped and fouled on the drive as he kicked out to Ellaby. 2:08 left here in the first. 25-23. Spurs in the lead. And for Austin, that is their third. So they have one to give, and the Stars will have one to give as well. They have one team foul, but with under 2 minutes, they will only have one to give. Williams, good look, corner three, nails it. To Nathan Williams, 23 points, 5 rebounds on Tuesday. He has shot 50% from three his last 5 games.
And that was a much-needed shot with the Stars now back in the lead.
Drive right side, Jai Smith puts it off the rim, no good. Here comes Alkins.
Alkins got that rebound.
Raleigh Alkins muscling in the paint, fouled. He'll go to the line. 1 shot, 2 points. Stars now in the lead for the first time in a long time.
And both Abaji and Coach Will Hardy have credited the G League for that time.
Micah Potter was out for an extended period of time. Johnny Juzang out, extended period of time for different reasons. Good. And as the free throw is up and good. Frank Jackson out the other night. They won anyway. Was out for a decent amount of time while spending time with the Jazz. The point is the team concept stayed the same. The performance level nearly stayed the same. Alkins with a great steal, takes it the other way, gives it off. Alabi skies in and slams it 30-25 and a 12-2 run. Raleigh Alkins, when you talk about how this team started turning things around defensively, he was the guy that sparked it. Here's a long pass. It goes out to Carter. He has to save it before backcourt violation. Now gets to the free throw line, floats it over the trees, gets it up off the rim, glass and good. 30-27.
He has no space. It's no boundaries for him, right? He is in these guys' face, making sure that he's getting those steals and causing turnovers, causing some commotion.
Ellaby,
Kind of commotion.
Another three, no good. Davis with a tough board, puts it off the rim. He'll go back to the line. And you're right, they win a ton of 50-50 balls. That attitude and toughness. I mean, it started with Raleigh Alkins, but then you watch a number of games. Their attention to detail of the scouting report. The other night, on Sunday, they're playing the Lakers, one of the absolute best offensive teams in the NBA G League. They held them to 9 points in the first 9 minutes. Now, the Stars even got down 14 later, had to come back and win, but every minute of the game matters so much. Their starts were terrific, and that was another great example. Free throw good for Stacey Davis. He has 4. 7 for Vital, 5 for Cook, 5 for Ellaby. Stars up 5, 32-27. 40 seconds left in the first. Here's Delton. Has the mid-range jumper, takes it, misses. Rebound, Potter. Potter up the left side, it goes to Alkins. Alkins getting right into the lane, puts it up with the right hand, dances it around the rim and in. 34-27. Stars up 7. And after being down for a lot of this first quarter, they have surged heavily in the final minutes of the first frame. Hall crashes into Micah Potter, offensive foul, great defense, Salt Lake City. 15.7 left in the first. The Stars will play for the final shot of this first quarter. Stars, by the way, shooting 72% from the field, 3 of 5 from 3, 3 of 3 from the free throw line. 10 seconds left here in the first. Alkins with the ball out by the center circle, wants a screen from Potter, gets it, now goes off to the left. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, dotted line, turnaround, leap, lean, off the glass and in. Raleigh Alkins with an outstanding burst of energy in this first quarter and help the Stars go on an 18-4 run and take a 36-27 lead at the Stars by 9 as we move on to the second quarter tonight, 36-27. Raleigh Alkins, who had 6 in that first quarter with some great defensive plays. Terrific assist to go with it as well. Helps his team to an 18-4 run. And Jonathan Williams gets deep into the paint, goes up with the left hand over some reach and isn't able to finish it. Olin Carter grabs the rebound, moves it up the court for the Spurs. A left angle 3 by Hall is up and short, no good. Rebound to the Stars. 4 for 10 start from deep for the Spurs. A turnover as Hall intercepts a pass deep on the other end, and finishing a layup is Caleb Johnson. Count the basket and the foul. 36-29. Johnson will go to the free throw line for an and one. Stars with 10 turnovers so far in this game.
That's going to be one thing that they definitely have to watch out for with 10 turnovers. Only 11 minutes and 25 seconds in the second.
Man, way too many. At the line, Caleb Johnson. His younger brother, Keldon, plays for the San Antonio Spurs. And a 12-point, 8-rebound performance on Tuesday. And before that, averaged 19 points a game in the previous 3 with a high of 21. 36-29, Stars in the lead. Stacey Davis in the left corner, guarded by Mahoney. Goes to a posting up Micah Potter. Potter squares up now against Hall, takes it right at him, gets him to the baby arc, puts it over him and scores it with the right hand. Just a Big Ten basket for Micah Potter. 38-29 the score. Stars back up by 9 once again. Matches their biggest lead so far of the evening. Olin Carter straight away comes around the screen to Johnson. Gets a good look and hits the 3. Olin Carter the third with his third. And he has 13 points. It's been great from outside tonight. Potter deep, gets to the dotted line, goes out to the right corner, Janathan Williams. Williams looking for Potter, has it knocked away by Caleb Johnson. 11th turnover for the Stars. All the other way, 3-on-3, underhands to a trailing Carter, and he almost hit another 3. My goodness, Olin Carter the third, not shy here tonight. Now, in the previous 8 games, he had been shooting 43.6% from 3. Stars with another turnover, by the way. That is their 12th. But Carter shooting 30.4% from 3 on the season. His previous 8 games, all right there with Austin, 43.6%. Now, he was just 20% overall with the Texas Legends. I've said that before. It's not always a matter of what team you're playing with, but a number of other factors that go into it. I don't think it's necessarily an indictment on the Legends. Mahoney slicing in the lane. Left-hander off the glass, no good. Taps it back off the glass, no good. Rebound fought for. Mahoney has it. So does Stacey Davis. A jump ball is called. 38-32, Salt Lake City. 9:51 left in the second. So if the Spurs win this jump ball, they'll have 14 on the clock. Stars will get a full 24 if they get it. Mahoney, 6'5" out of Creighton. Stacey Davis, 6'6" out of Pepperdine. Officials now continuing the conversation about shot clock, game clock, being certain that everything is accurate. So now they're going to set 23 to the shot clock. Here comes the jump ball. Mahoney taps it back. The Spurs get it. Olin Carter throws out to the left angle to Robinson. Robinson takes it right at Alkins, goes around him and scores. Galen Robinson Jr., just his 4th game with the team. Mentioned he had 13 points on Tuesday night. He did play 27 games with Austin last year. Stacey Davis to the dotted line, turns around, misses a floater. Loose ball, it's going to be grabbed by the Austin Spurs. Up the right side, it's Carter. Carter straight away to Mahoney, now out left, driving hard. It's going to be Hall, a fade away from the paint, no good. Rebound Stacey Davis. 38-34 Stars. Stars shooting 68.2% from the field. Spurs early on 43.8. Alkins high out left, has it knocked away by Carter. 9:04 left in the second, 8 seconds on the shot clock. This is a rare stat that you're going to see, and a big disparity. The Stars winning the rebound war tonight, 20-6. It's one area Salt Lake City has been terrific. The second best rebounding team in the NBA G League. The Austin Spurs, the 18th best rebounding team in the G League. Davis launches a 3. It's no good. Stacey Davis, now 3 of his last 20 from the outside.
Yeah, I mean, you're looking at this sheet already, the box score already, and you're seeing that Micah Potter has 3 rebounds. Tyler Cook has 4. Isaiah Miller has 3. So, yeah, it's coming from multiple ends of the floor.
Stacey
Davis also with another rebound.
Underneath for Potter, he scores easily. This has been a matchup that I think Austin has had some trouble with a time or two tonight. It's 40-34. And Salt Lake City tonight already with 24 points in the paint. Hall takes it right at Davis. Reaches underneath him, can't get it. Rebound to Potter. Outlet to Kane. Stars with it. Here comes Kane right down the middle. Misses, but skying in for a follow-up jam is Miller. And the Salt Lake City Stars force a timeout from the Austin Spurs. 42-34. The score here with that great take right there. The Stars getting some deep paint catches there with Micah Potter and company. Salt Lake City 26 points in the paint. They're winning the rebound war 23-7. They're winning the game 42-34. The Austin Spurs, a team by the way, 2-16 when they lose the first quarter. 2-16. They are 8-23 on the season.
Tony, one thing I can always count on you is for the great random facts and stats.
Ellaby, mid-ranger no good. The putback is good from Stacey Davis. And the rebounding issue is becoming a real problem here for the Spurs. Now a bad turnover from Austin. Here comes Kane. Gives off to Miller. Reverse layup, no. Kane the O-board. That's blocked out of there. Great defensive play from the Austin Spurs. And they will keep possession. Well, the Austin Spurs there after giving up an O-board. Showing some great fight and toughness in the paint. Just trying to see who that was on the block. It was Galen Robinson Jr. 44-34. Stars by double digits. It's their biggest lead of the night. Robinson stops at the free throw line, throws back out to Carter. Now here comes Robinson. Back to Carter, right angle. Tries to split defenders and does. Corkscrews a floater off the glass, no good. And a foul is going to be called against the Stars. Tonight, Nayo, is Buster the Bear's birthday.
Oh, is that why
all the mascots are out here tonight? Yes.
That was sarcasm
that
for all those
cake
on radio.
Was not because you were gracing us with your presence.
Okay.
I know that you were signing a lot of autographs and all that stuff. We're very well aware of this.
That makes sense. Now, Tony, I've told you in the past, I'm not a big mascot fan.
You know, I have met people who have true mascot phobias.
Yeah.
Are you? And it's okay if you are.
I wouldn't say I have a mascot phobia. They're just not one of my favorite people.
They're not one of your favorite people. As Bumble makes his way over
right behind me
to the broadcast.
Now at my chair.
And with his sense of humor, he's going to hang out for a while.
He knew not to hug me, I'll tell you that.
Vital driving in and scoring to make it 46-36. Under 7 minutes to go in the second. My wife has the big fear of spiders. Here goes Robinson driving in hard left side. He's fouled. And I have met a few different people in all my years that have like the true phobia of mascots. They do. And it's nothing to be ashamed of. None of that whatsoever. But like a number of different mascots I work with. And all of them are actually very sensitive to that. Obviously working with kids and different things. Bumble, who is among the absolute best in all of minor league baseball. Certainly can count on him for a lot of fun. Go ahead.
I don't love mascots, but I will say that you do have to give them so much credit because it actually, it's not an easy job at all, especially on your body.
Mascots are definitely a different group. Elijah Kane misses a straightaway three. Cook grabs the O-board. Another offensive rebound for the Stars. Miller spins at the block, puts it over Delph. It dances on the rim and goes. Isaiah Miller with 6 points now. The Stars lead 48-38. And Elijah Kane with a great block on the drive from Galen Robinson. Salt Lake City dominating on the boards 27-7. I don't know if I have seen it like that in an NBA or an NBA G League game. 27-7. Pass out of bounds. Turnover. Austin. They were inbounding from the baseline. Threw it right over by Coach Morrison.
Now the assist rate, I'm actually really surprised that it's not higher for the Stars. That's just the same for both of them.
Yeah.
But seeing this passing with these sequences have been absolutely amazing. The guys, you can just tell how connected these guys are.
Vital puts up the 10-footer and scores 50-38. Stars with their biggest lead now at 12. Chris Smith is back in the game for Salt Lake City. Not sure how many minutes he's going to get because he's sat out for so long. Randolph, a push off. He's called for the offensive foul. Great defense by the Stars. They've turned it up defensively here in the second quarter. Vital draws that offensive foul. That's the 6th turnover for the Austin Spurs.
Yeah, speaking of Chris, when he went back to the bench, he actually went and got on the bicycle. To continue to build on that cardio. Like you said, he's been out for some time, so he needed to continue building on that cardio. So it'll be interesting to see how many minutes he does get.
Vital takes the ball from Cook, backs it up beyond the three-point line, looks underneath for Cook, now straight away to Miller. Behind the back dribble, tries to spin move in the paint. Gorgeous finish, Isaiah Miller. Right through several defenders. Time out, Austin. The run is 14-4. The lead is 7. And after a rash of turnovers in the early bit, the Stars have taken better care of the ball. They've tightened it up defensively, and they've extended out to their biggest lead so far of the night. Spurs with the ball to the right corner, out of bounds. Another turnover for the Spurs. They've had a problem with ball security here lately. That's their 7th turnover. So the Stars up by 14. A win, and not only are they in, they get a home game and the number 4 seed in the postseason. If they lose, their playoff hopes, not just a home game, their playoff hopes are in jeopardy. Tyler Cook out by the three-point line, looks to take a screen from Miller. Miller unable to set it as Robinson fights through it, and then they go back outside to Kane. Kane trying to bump it back on Randolph, gets to the block, fades away, runs it off the rim, no good. Rebound, Tyler Cook through 3 defenders, has it knocked away, and it's taken away by the Austin Spurs. Here comes Delp up the right side. Delp with a screen from Mahoney, gets to the free throw line, kicks it out, left angle 3, Randolph short off the rim, Chris Smith the rebound. And as Chris Smith has it knocked away, a foul is going to be called, and now a technical foul against Jordan Hall. So the Stars now with a free throw out of this. It'll be Christian Vital at the free throw line. He has been fantastic with his free throws, 90% on the year. He had 17.6 rebounds, 3 assists on Tuesday. He has scored in double digits every game since January 31st. For the Spurs, that's their first team foul. Stars have 3, 4:40 left to go here in the second.
He's at 12 points now. So I guess he's going to keep that record.
Oh, indeed he will. I mean, what a great spark he has been. You forget that he jumped in right at the start of the regular season. He wasn't shy at all. He got right after it. Played with some terrific force. You wouldn't know he was a newcomer by the way he started with this team. Had a great first impression in front of the home fans as well. Elijah Kane high out left. Stars up 15, 4.5 to go here in the second, and a foul away from the ball against Randolph. Randolph is going to end up with his 3rd personal foul. This is the 2nd team foul against Austin. Carter coming in for Austin, and that is not a good look moment right there as Randolph does not reach out for Olin Carter as Carter goes to give him a high five coming off the bench. Vital, top of the key, alley-oop. Cook tries to tip it up and in and can't. Loose ball rebound is grabbed by Jordan Hall. Hall pushing the pace, gives to a slicing Robinson who scores it, and the foul. Kalen Robinson Jr., nice take. 53-40 now, he'll have a free throw. Robinson a 75% free throw shooter. And tonight, Nio, the gold jerseys you see out there for the Salt Lake City Stars, as it is gold night with the Stars in the fight against childhood cancer. A wonderful cause, and fans, of course, are able to go to bid on social media to go to @SLC Stars, and you can bid on these jerseys, these game-worn jerseys tonight, and all the proceeds go into the Huntsman Cancer Foundation.
That is a phenomenal cause. So happy that they are doing what they can to be able to donate to childhood cancer.
Driving left side is going to be Jordan Hall. Comes up empty. Stars with the ball the other way. Vital. Euros right in the lane. Fouled. Count it. Beautiful take. Christian Vital.
And he liked that. He got to give us a little flex on that one.
Wow.
Him and Isaiah.
He was a blur up the court on that play. Terrific finish. And he ran it right there into the paint. Had to step through strong. And keep his balance while scoring with the left. Great control. And the Stars have a 55-41 lead. Vital back to the free throw line where he has been nearly automatic. Back to your point, though, the Fight against childhood cancer, a wonderful, wonderful cause. So many people getting involved. So many passionate people about that. We've seen it at the ballpark here in Salt Lake City. We've seen it with the Utah Jazz, the Salt Lake City Stars, everyone all around. And so many great people out here tonight to join in that fight. And a special night here in West Valley City. Players wearing these gold jerseys. Carter. High out left for it. The Spurs goes to Dell straight away. Back to Carter. He's been hot from there, and he's fouled on a three-point shot. He'll go to the line. One shot for three. And they're going to review it. We'll see if this review happens tonight. He nearly started 4-4. Barely missed on his fourth three-point attempt. And that was his fifth. He was fouled on it. Goes to the line. One shot for 3 points. Will Carter makes the free throw. Second year out of San Diego. We mentioned that. The dynamic three-point shooting with Austin. After having a tough time with his shooting there with Texas. He's found a home with the Austin Spurs. It's been a bright spot for this team late in the season. 56-44. Potter on a post-up. Throws across the river to a wide-open Elijah Kane, who hits the three. Elijah Kane, who has had clutch and timely plays all throughout the year. That included the win on Tuesday. After the lead was cut down to one, he had some great plays on both ends of the floor to help the Stars get out to a much more comfortable lead and go on to win. Corner three is up and no good from Robinson. Kane grabs the rebound. Stars want to push the pace. 2:50 left in the second. Stars by 15. Vital launching a right angle three, and that's good. Christian Vital hits the three. The Stars are 5 of 9 from deep. Vital has 18 points in the first half. Stars lead by 18. Carter, dead-eye three shooter, misses on this straightaway look. 62-44 the score. Stars up 18. Here comes Kane deep into the paint, throws it away to Mahoney. And here come the Spurs on the other end. Carter, another good look three. He hasn't been shy, and he barely misses this one. Delph, the O-board, the putback, he's good. And it's now 62-46. 2:08 left in the second. Salt Lake City up 16 here in this second quarter. Miller goes to a posting up Potter. Potter very active tonight. Throws across the court again. Kane open again. Misses on this one. Potter grabs the O-board, has it stripped and stolen away. 15 first half turnovers for Salt Lake City, although they still lead the game by 16. Delph spinning at the dotted line against Potter. Puts the brakes on. Puts it up and runs it off the rim. No good. Hit almost every piece of that rim too. 62-46 Salt Lake City. Miller crossing over, goes to the baseline, skies up and jams with two hands. What a play by Isaiah Miller. He has been flying through the air tonight. He has 10 points, 5 of 7. Stars back to their biggest lead at 18. 64-46. Hall straight away. Eventually goes to the corner for three, and it's up and good from Adrian Delph. Delph, a 40.3% three-point shooter. 6'3" rookie out of Appalachian State. Shoots a ton of threes. A good free throw shooter to go with that as well. 64-49. That's the score. It's Christian Vital. Hard take left side. Has it poked away and it's stolen. Here comes Carter. Here come the Spurs. Bounce pass left side into the body of a defender, and drawing the foul is going to be Jordan Hall. He'll go to the line. One shot for 2 points. Stars didn't like that call at all. 36.5 left here in the second. Ellaby back in. Coming in for Isaiah Miller. Amazing energy out of Isaiah Miller tonight. Had a follow-up dunk. Had a great take through some traffic with a dunk. Had a gorgeous spin move.
Yeah, between him and Vital, they definitely bring. I'm trying to figure out what everyone brings, right? We talk about the energy, but they both definitely bring in the energy on the court day in and day out. The chemistry between the two. They like what they see. Very supportive of one another.
Jordan Hall, the rookie of St. Joe's, the pride of Newman Goretti High School in Philadelphia, makes the free throw. And it is a 64-51 game. Stars up 13. Vital straight on three. Good. Christian Vital is on fire. 8 of 8 from the field. 21 points. 67-51. Austin is going to play for the final shot of this second quarter. Mark down to 6, down to 5. With it is going to be Hall. Tries to turn the corner, can't. Potter's there. Step back, hand in the face, long two, no good. He's fouled. One shot for 2 points. .3 left in the second quarter. It'll send Jordan Hall back to the free throw line. Hall tonight, 7 points, just 2 of 8 from the field. Does have 4 rebounds, 4 assists. Hall taking his time, puts that free throw up, and it is good. 67-53. Cook throws it into Vital. Vital, the clock runs out on him. He won't get the shot off. But nobody is perfect except Christian Vital. He is 8 for 8. 3 of 3 from beyond as well. Indeed it is. And that one, with all eyes on that one, Rio Grande Valley, as we speak, has a 121-108 lead with 1:41 left to play. A win for Rio Grande Valley means the Stars would clinch at least a playoff spot. Vital, corner 3, short. Rebound, tapped around, fought for, on the baseline, out of bounds, off the Spurs. It will stay with the Stars, 14 on the shot clock. So much going on all at one time. And the bizarre point, you made a great point earlier in this one. This is the final Stars game. There's still a few more days left in this thing. Plenty of teams still with a few more games to go. Yeah, the Stars have actually played the most games, and so they would actually get a few days off to rest before the playoffs. Tyler Cook, a left-hand jam, the assist from Christian Vital. If Vital isn't scoring, well, hey, what do you know? He even has a dime to go with it. What an unbelievable year. And what a terrific performance so far for Christian Vital. Stars up by 16. Wraparound pass out of the corner from Robinson. It's stolen away. Stars with some more great defense. Vital up the court. It goes to Kane. Now into the right corner. Miller. Baseline drive. Potter. Baseline corner 3. Clangs out. Rebound. Grabbed by the Austin Spurs. Caleb Johnson came down with this one. Spurs up the court. Goes to Randolph. Randolph backs up beyond the three-point line. Guarded by Cook. Now high out right. It goes to Carter. Back to Randolph. Catch and shoot 3. Swirls out. Rebound Kane. It's a 6-19 start in this game from 3 for the Austin Spurs. Cook is fouled on the other end. 10:50 to go in the third. What a fun finish we have. And boy, this time of the year is so much fun when your team is right in the thick of things with so many possibilities the rest of the way. Yeah, so as they prepare to inbound the ball, one thing that you can be rooting for is the Santa Cruz Warriors and them losing tonight so that we can clinch that playoff spot. In the paint, Potter lost it out of bounds. It'll go to Austin. Clearly, the Stars with bigger things to play for and to handle their own business. There's no doubt about that. But that would at least be the very beginning of the goals that Salt Lake City was out to accomplish. So 13-point Vipers lead, 1:41 left to go. Caleb Johnson for the baseline. Takes it right at Potter. Spins to the base. So the block is cut off. Long pass intercepted. Cook underhands. Vital, a two-hand jam. 23 points for Christian Vital. In the paint, cut off is Hall. Eventually, the Spurs still come away with a bucket on that possession. Hall with 11. 3 of 9 from the field. Has 4 rebounds, 4 assists. Miller out on the right side, drives to the dotted line, spins, puts it off the glass, just off the front of the rim, no good. The Spurs move it up the court quickly. Out to the right side, it goes to Hall. Hall now a straightaway 3 from Carter, and he hits it. Carter starting the second half like he started the first half. He has 21, 4 of 7 from deep. 71-58. Stars with a 13-point lead, 9:35 left to play in the third. Vital straight away to Potter. Shot fake, has it poked away for a second, gets it back, throws it off the hands of Cook. It goes off the glass. Loose ball grabbed by the Spurs. Up the court, right side with it was Robinson. Great defense by Potter as the Stars didn't have numbers and Potter deflected a pass out of bounds. There's no steal for this. There's no stat for that. But the fact that he was able to get a hand on that ball now makes it a half-court possession rather than a transition possession. Shot fake, Randolph now drives the base, gets inside, draws a foul. He'll go to the line. 1 free throw for 2 points. It is a final. The Rio Grande Valley Vipers making sure that they indeed call this a final. 121-111. The Santa Cruz Warriors. Free throw is up and good for the Stars, for the Spurs. Randolph hits it. 5 points for Randolph. Stars with the ball, moving left to right on your radio dial. Potter on the block. Has it stripped, has it taken away. Here comes Carter. Bounce pass left side. Randolph goes into the body of Miller, puts it up with the left hand and scores it. 71-62. It's back to single digits. And Coach Morrison wants good quality possession here. Potter, shot fake, drives, has it, turns and spins and turns it over. Here come the Spurs the other way, and a right hand jam. Randolph, immediately a timeout by the Stars. A great run for the Spurs to start the third. 71-64, 11-2 spurt. Beautiful and wonderful family. The young man Bennett, the young lady Zeta, mom and dad, Brady and Ashley, as they honored their son Marshall, who passed away just a little over a year ago. And here on Go Gold Night, as we help in the fight against childhood cancer, a beautiful, tender moment for that family that has been so strong and has been such a tremendous example of everything when it comes to joining in the fight and showing great character and tremendous grace through their journey. And they've continued to support so many other families out there as well, and they'll continue to do so in Marshall's honor. So a special, special moment here tonight at the Maverick Center. Isaiah Miller with the drive was fouled. Stars lead by 7. So indeed it is a final. Rio Grande Valley the win over Santa Cruz, 121-111. The Stars, as of this moment, have clinched an official playoff spot. Still more to play for, though. Home game, potential 3 seed, all of that up in the air. With 8:23 left to play here in the third. High out left, Galen Robinson. Goes to Hall, who steps in for a mid-range 2. No good. Rebound is going to be grabbed by Miller. Miller rarely moves slowly, and he races up the court. Turns around, gives it back to Potter. Miller comes around a Potter screen. Goes right into the body of a defender, finishes and one. Great take right at Jordan Hall. And Isaiah Miller has had it really dialed in tonight. Miller with 14 points and 5 rebounds. And with the Stars team, you're never quite sure where it's going to come from at different key moments. Elijah Kane a lot of times with the big shots towards those clutch moments in the fourth. Miller has had some big moments during so many times of the season. Potter in that game against South Bay with his team down 14 just kind of kept helping them with some big buckets deep in the paint early in the third when they were having a hard time finding some consistency.
It's perseverance. It's perseverance, Tony. That's one thing that you can really say about this team, and that I've talked about as Vital goes again. Does he get that basket out?
Oh, you better believe he does.
He
Count it,
and
the foul.
He gets the foul.
Christian Vital has been a terrific story. A push at the Salt Lake City Stars. They cut it down to 7, and the Stars immediately answered. Some great defensive and offensive plays to bring this thing back out to 14. Christian Vital tonight, 25 points. He's 10 of 11 from the field. We talked about his lockdown free throw shooting. 3 of 3 tonight, 90% on the season. He has been unreal in so many different areas for this team. The Stars playing without Frank Jackson for the second game in a row, by the way, after they ended up with the win over Austin on Tuesday. They defeated the South Bay Lakers with a limited Jackson on Sunday. Driving layup is no good for Carter, but he'll go to the free throw line. 1 shot for 2 points. They just keep finding different ways to come out on top. It's been the story of the Salt Lake City Stars in 2023. Certainly showing that it's not where you start, it's where you finish. Carter, he's a great story for that as well. Tough moments in the early part of the season with his shooting. It's been fabulous since then, especially with Austin. He has 23 points tonight. kind of had a similar game to Christian Vital. Quality shooting, great work at the free throw line, wreaking havoc when he's on offense overall. Here's Miller going into the paint, cut off, throws outside, wide open three by Potter. It's good. Micah Potter now with 11 points. For Micah Potter, guy hasn't had a single-digit scoring game since January 6th. Taking it into the paint, leaving it short is Caleb Johnson. Stars up 82-66. Vital into the paint. Tyler Cook, two-hand jam. The Stars with 50 points in the paint. And on a 13-2 tear. Floater in the lane. Up and good for the Austin Spurs. Carter just continues to have a great night. 25 points for him. Stars up by 16. 6:22 left to play here in the third. Cook alone at the top. Looking to give it to Vital and does. Vital out on the left side, steps back, rainbows a three, turns around to the bench. I think he might have thought he hit that, but it left it just a little bit short. Here come the Spurs the other way. Johnson runs the baseline, has it stripped, has it stolen. Potter gives it off to Kane. Kane running, finds Miller, slicing through. A reverse jam, and the lead is now back to 18. Isaiah Miller putting on a show. Johnson with an and one the other way. Just a fabulous performance from the Stars tonight. As they climb out to a commanding lead. Lead by 16 right now. Johnson to the free throw line. 17 for Miller. Vital with 26. And we're talking Vital at 6'2". Miller at 6 foot. Straight on three, Delph. No good after the offensive rebound from the miss. Johnson puts it up with the left hand. No good off to the left side. Tyler Cook the rebound. Stars winning the rebound battle, 38-16. Williams drives left side into the body of Johnson, off the glass and in. A quiet night offensively overall for Williams. That's just his 5th point, but he can get hot at any time. He had 23 and 5 on Tuesday.
If I'm the Austin Spurs, that's one person I don't want to see get hot.
Well, I mean, it's been so different. I mean, the other night, Jonathan Williams goes off. I think he had just 2 points against the Lakers on Sunday. Misses the free throw.
Goes in and out.
And then tonight, I know he has 5 points, but you know as well as anybody, he's capable of going on a 12-0 run all by himself. 88-70. The versatility of this Stars team. The togetherness and the toughness they continue to show. That win Sunday was just terrific. Coming back 14 down against such a great team, running away at the end. Delph drives to the dotted line, fades away and hits. For Delph, he now has 9. The lead is now at 88-72. Vital drives to the left, takes a screen from Cook, now throws straight away. Ellaby, quick trigger three, short off the rim. And the rebound comes down to the Spurs. Moving the ball up the court quickly, it's Johnson. Johnson turns around, gives to Randolph. Randolph stops at the free throw line, throws it back outside to Robinson, high out left. Loose ball is going to be collected by Mahoney. He goes back straight away to Robinson. Robinson with the clock down to 7, 6, and 5. Robinson with Ellaby guarding him. Hand in his face on a jumper. It's an air ball. It's out of bounds. It's to the Stars. Ellaby played that about as well as you can with perfect spacing and a closeout that was about as tight as you could ever ask a player to close out without fouling. Williams, bounce passing underneath and a kick ball. Will give the ball to Salt Lake City. Short shot clock at 14. The Stars know still plenty of work to do with 4:24 left to go here in the third. As Jordan Hall is going to check back in. Inbounding straight away to Cook. Off to the right side, Vital. Vital lobs to Stacey Davis on the block. Davis against Mahoney. Goes to the dotted line, fades and clangs one out. Offensive rebound, Cook. Bounce pass to Williams. Reverse layup, no. Offensive rebound, Cook. Left hand jam, no. That's about as close as you can get a basket without getting one. Hall goes into the paint, travels, no call. Here goes Delph. Driving the base, now throws out straight away Mahoney. Shot fake, gets a step, breaks the paint, goes to Smith, out left Hall. Hall drives the base, now turns and throws back out to Smith. Straight away. Here's a jab step and a three by Randolph. Clangs out, long rebound. Stacey Davis has it. 7 of 22 from 3. The Austin Spurs. Davis, out left, lobs into Cook. Cook throws across the river for Ellaby. Jab step, shot fake, steps back. Between the legs dribble, here's Vital. Oh, so dangerous tonight. Vital's been tremendous. Shot clock at 4, goes to Davis. He'll launch up a 3, and that's no good. Rebound to Hall. 88-72. You just get the feeling the Stars have that really good punch in them that they're going to need it to put this one away. Strong, take the other end. Randolph right at the rack. Gets the basket and the foul. They get it back down to 14.
Teams are going to go on runs. It's really just all about how you answer it. And right now, that's the question right now, to see how they're going to answer it.
The Spurs team plays hard. You can see where they have some lapses at different times for different reasons. Breakdowns defensively, giving up some offensive rebounds at times tonight that has been a struggle. And a rash of turnovers there in a middle moment. Missed free throw here. So the lead stays at 14. Here goes Riley Elkins right down the alley. Elkins tonight makes it now a 16-point game again. As Riley Elkins has 8 this evening. Still playing with that tight-knit defense as always. 90-74. A pull-up is off the back of the rim. No good by Randolph. Stacey Davis the board. Stars winning the rebounds 44-20 tonight. Long pass for Potter underneath. It's knocked away and it's stolen. The Stars now with their 20th turnover of the evening. 16-point lead. Rumbling into the paint. Dotted line floater is up on the rim and good from Adrian Delph. Delph now with 11 points. He had only 2 games this year scoring in double digits. 90-76. Olkis spinning into the paint. Here's Davis. Thought about a 3. Instead drives it on Mahoney. Gets to the base. Spins on the block. Mahoney staying right there with him. Now barrels over Mahoney and scores it. Mahoney trying to draw an offensive foul. And the officials wouldn't give it to him. 92-76. Davis with 8. Stars up 16. 2:05 left to play here in the third. A win for the Stars means they have home court advantage in the first round. At very worst, the 4 seed. This ball knocked out of bounds by Elkins as Delph was trying to drive right side. 7 seconds on the shot clock. 1:58 here in the third. From the baseline, they inbound. It goes out to Carter. He's had a fabulous night. Carter takes it into the body of Ellaby. Off the glass and in. Olin Carter, the third, has been terrific. 27 points. 92-78. Here's Riley Elkins. Elkins comes around the Potter screen, looking for Potter back in the paint. Outside Ellaby. Shot fake, shot clock at 10. Tries to take it at Hull, has it knocked away and stolen. Smith has it up the court from the Spurs. Pull up 3 is up and off the back handle by Delph. Long rebound. And the Spurs are going to come up with it. Good look for Carter from 3. He misses, and Stacey Davis down with the rebound. Stacey Davis tonight with 7 boards to go with his 8 points. Gets to the top of the key, throws out left to Elkins. Elkins going to drive it, gets to the right block, turns it to baby arc, hands off, short pass to Potter. Potter reverse layup fouled. He'll go to the line. 1 shot for 2 points. $1:10 left in the third. 92-78 Stars. On Tuesday, it was cut down to 1. You know in this NBA G League it is far from over here tonight, no matter what the records are and no matter what the score is. Potter 76% from the line. Misses on this free throw attempt. Micah tonight 11 points and 8 rebounds. The Austin Spurs trying to mount a comeback here. Smith is going to go outside, eventually go straight away to Hall. Hall around the Smith screen, runs right into Potters. Potter's going to strip it. It goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Spurs. 7 seconds on the shot clock. 54.7 left in the third. Johnson returns for the Spurs. Mahoney to inbound, goes to Carter. Quick trigger three. It's long, and the rebound comes down to Davis. Davis pushing the pace up the court, all alone. Isaiah Miller, another dunk. 94-78. Miller now with 19. Carter with Miller on him, takes a screen from Smith, throws back out left. Delph will launch a three, and it hits nothing. Goes out of bounds. It'll go back to the Stars, who hold a 16-point lead, and are looking to end this third quarter with an exclamation point. 2 seconds difference between the shot and the game clock. Clock's now at 16-14, 15-13. Miller out by the center circle. Shot clock at 8. Now 7, now 6. Miller over to Davis. Davis cut off on the drive. Backs up to the free throw line. Step back. Fade away. Good. Pepperdine's all-time leading scorer makes it an 18-point lead. Williams creates a turnover on the inbound. The Stars are going to get it with 2.7. And they're going to inbound it right in front of their bench. They're deep into that corner. 2.7. Miller set to throw it in. It's Davis again. Baseline jumper and a whistle and a foul. Davis is going to go to the free throw line. They'll check the clock. There should probably be time left. And what a big surge. Davis 0 for 2 tonight. That's right. So he's 3 of his last 20 from deep. Let's remember, he had a stretch of 9 straight games, 40% or better. Shooting from 3 earlier this year. It was a vital stretch that helped this team turn things around. He has been a key player in this team's surge. Free throw is up and good. He has 12. The lead is 20. That is the biggest. And the Stars put an exclamation point at the end of the third quarter. 12 minutes left to go on this stretch. The home stretch for home court advantage. Salt Lake 20. Their biggest lead last night against the Spurs, or on Tuesday night, was 20. It was eventually cut down to 1. They try to make sure that they don't make it that scary again. 98-78 the score. The Spurs with the ball. And the Salt Lake City Stars have clinched a playoff spot from earlier tonight. Santa Cruz losing to Rio Grande Valley. Delph takes the ball on the right side, looks inside to Johnson, had him for a moment. Williams breaks away the pass. Instead, the Spurs get it back. Johnson puts it up. He's fouled. He'll go to the line. 1 shot for 2 points. But the Stars, a win would mean for sure they host a playoff game in the first round. Seeding, still yet to be determined. And that home game would be either on the 28th or the 29th. Free throw from Johnson. It is up, and it is no good. And the Spurs tonight, 9 of 13 from the free throw line. They've missed a few opportunities at the stripe. Bad pass by the Stars. Delph's going to steal it. And for the Stars, their 22nd turnover. Delph takes it all the way, puts it off the back handle. It's on the rim, no good. Offensive rebound is up and no good from Randolph. Loose ball grabbed by Elkins. Here comes Raleigh. Elkins has it poked away and stolen. 23rd turnover by the Stars. Robinson on this takeaway. The other end, Johnson has it stolen by Micah Potter. Then Ellaby has it. It's knocked off of Ellaby out of bounds. They're going to give it to the Stars. Bozic may challenge it. Peter Bozic has his challenge if he wants to use it. 20-point game, 11:08 left to play here in the fourth. 98-78 the score. Stars got off to a bit of a clunky start. And put the pedal down in the second and really turned it up in the third. Williams a straightaway 3 up, no good. For Nathan Williams, 2 of 6 from the field. He has 5 points. And a terrific 23-point performance on Tuesday. Olin Carter has been hot tonight, but this floater's up no good. Raleigh Elkins, an outlet pass stolen by Delph. Here comes Robinson. Throws out to the corner. Carter a 3, and he's going to have that good a look. He's going to hit it. 5 of 10 from 3. Carter, who hit 5 threes the other night. 81 for Austin, 98 for Salt Lake City. Raleigh Elkins harassed out beyond the three-point line. Spins up against the defense of Robinson. Throws it out to a good look three from Ellaby. It's good. C.J. Ellaby. 8 points for him to go with 3 rebounds. The lead is back to 20. Brandon Randolph, who had a team-high 24 against Greensboro the other night. Randolph, who had a good start as well against the Stars on Tuesday. Misses this runner. The rebound is down to Potter. The Stars winning the rebound war, 50-25. Davis barreling over a defender, rolls in and scores it. They're going to call him for an offensive foul. He went full-on Tom Rathman in the paint. They'll give it off to the Austin Spurs. For the Stars now, that is turnover 25. And a rough night in that department. Not only did he run him over, he fended off with the arm and everything. High out left, Randolph to the free throw line, a floater over Potter, runs it on the rim and in. 101-83. 9:35 left to play in the fourth. And Johnson nearly still in the inbound pass, but Potter does secure it. Elkins running the point on this possession. Potter posting up. Ellaby has it, though, straight away. Potter gets the ball at the dotted line, out to the corner. Williams, a good look three. He hits. Janathan Williams, 2 of 3 from deep. He has 8 points. Potter, a terrific find. That's his 3rd assist. He has 11 points and 9 rebounds as well. Johnson, a runner off the glass, no good. The biggest lead of the night, 21 for the Stars. That's where it's at right now, 104-83. Ellaby around the screen of Potter. Goes into the defensive. Johnson puts it off the glass and in. Ellaby with a nice spurt. He has 10. Biggest lead, 23. Timeout, Austin. And the Stars are starting to flex their muscles. They really turned it up and took what was a season of an uphill climb with bumps and skids and have turned it into a fabulous second part of the year, and they are on the brink of having home court advantage for the first round of the postseason. Around a screen is going to be Robinson. Goes out left side. Mahoney drives it in the lane, has it poked away and stolen. Ellaby with the ball now to the middle. Here comes Williams. Williams drives into a defender, blocking foul off the back rim on that floater. Williams will go to the line, 1 shot for 2 points. Janathan Williams, a great spark for this team at so many different times. If he makes this, it'll give him 10 points on the night. Quiet first half, second half, a much different story for him. But he had a number of performances there during huge win streaks where his starts of the game were terrific. Getting into the paint, breaking down the defense, hitting corner threes. And a number of guys on this team doing their job and then taking advantage of opportunities when they're there. Williams called for a foul away from the ball on this defensive possession. But you would see it time and time again. An injury to a key player, somebody has to step in and start. A couple of guys with triple doubles. And a guy like Stacey Davis, who had one in a spot duty starting situation. Floaters up, no good from Randolph. Stacey Davis takes it the other way. Davis drives, kicks out to Elkins. And foul is called against Micah Potter, I believe. It is. Micah Potter away from the ball, called for that offensive foul. Double-double for Micah Potter, 11 points, 10 rebounds. 25-point lead for the Stars, with 8:11 left to play here in the fourth. The Stars have put on a great show for the home fans all year long, only fitting that they would put themselves in position to have at least one more game in front of the home fans. Hall with a bounce pass beautifully into Johnson. He lays it in with the left hand, and it's 108-85. 7:54 left to play here in the fourth quarter. C.J. Ellaby looks for the screen from Potter, gets it, runs himself into the body of Johnson, puts it off the rim, no good. Tough offensive rebound for Raleigh Elkins. He draws the foul. He goes back to the line. The rebounds in favor of the Salt Lake City Stars in dominant fashion. Stars have more than doubled the Austin Spurs, 53-25. Austin shooting just 29.6% from three. The Stars 9 of 20. It's continued to be a problem for the Spurs a few different times throughout the course of the game, with some of the mental lapses that have cost them. Offensive rebound after the missed free throw, loose ball foul called on Austin. And this one is going to be on Jai Smith. And the Austin Spurs with their third team foul, but the Stars up 23. Just a mini spurt is all it takes here to put this away. A couple of stops or a couple of scores. Alkins around the screen of Potter. Raleigh gets to the block, turns, gives it off to Allaby, who jams with 2 hands. Great team basketball from the Stars tonight. They're back up 25, their biggest lead on the evening. 7.5 to go here in the fourth. Robinson around the screen of Smith. Holds it up high. It's blocked by Ellaby. Stars turning it up on both ends here tonight. And the bench absolutely loves that effort. The inbound goes to Hall. Works to a fadeaway jumper, no good. Offensive rebound Spurs. Straightaway 3, up no good. Mahoney. Loose ball rebound. Tapped out of bounds off of Janathan Williams. We'll stay with Austin. Coach Morrison yelled out, do we need subs or not? He didn't like the energy on that defensive possession. Especially to give up the O boards there. Stars on the brink, really putting a lid on this one here. 7:08 to go in the fourth quarter. Robinson. High out right to Randolph. Randolph pulls up, mid-range jumper, good. And it's 110-87. 6:56 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Raleigh Alkins along the left side. Ellaby setting a screen away from the ball for Potter. Potter, who posts up, has Randolph on it. Gets the post up, grabs it, tries to jam, and he's fouled by Jordan Hall. Micah Potter was looking to have a posterizing dunk there for just a moment. But he'll go to the free throw line, 1 shot for 2 points. Potter, 11 points, 10 rebounds. 5 of 7 from the field tonight, 0 of 1 at the stripe. Guy who played his college ball at Wisconsin after transferring from Ohio State. 112-87. Salt Lake City, 6:40 left to play here in the fourth. Patient possession here from the Spurs. Robinson gives off to a left angle 3 that's going to be up and no good from Randolph. And the Spurs have had a tough night shooting from the outside, 27.6%. They're the 22nd ranked team in the G League in 3-point shooting. Davis deep in the paint, puts it up with a left hand and scores. 114-87. The biggest lead is now 27. Davis with 14. Drive and kick. Here's a 3. Randolph falls down after the miss. Loose ball. Davis taps it out of bounds. It will stay with the Spurs. Incorrect signal by the official initially. 114-87 to score. 6:03 left play here in the fourth. Delph is going to come in with Carter. Carter tonight with 30 points. On the other side, Vital, who's yet to play in this fourth quarter, had 26. What a spark he played with. He hit his first 8 shots. Hall, left corner 3, online but short. Ellaby is going to grab the rebound. Stars crushing them in the rebounds as we talked about. Alkin spinning right there in the paint. Scores with the left hand. 116-87. And Alkin's playing with a lot of that swagger we've been used to seeing throughout most of the year. Mahoney a 3 on the other end. 116-90. 5:38 left here in the fourth quarter. Ellaby trying to drive against Hall. Lost his footing. Might have turned an ankle. Potter has the ball at the top. Goes outside to Davis. Davis looking inside for Potter. Now takes it in the body. Mahoney lost the handle. Passes to Potter. Deep in the paint. Turn, spin, scores. 118-90. 5:10 left to play. Carter pounding the dribble. At the top, picked up by Ellaby. Turns, drives into the paint, hits the brakes, gets Ellaby to crash into him, and he's fouled. He'll go to the line. 1 shot for 2 points. That should do it. The way this team has been playing, Chris Smith back in the game for the Salt Lake City Stars, making his first appearance of the year. Olin Carter III has 30 points on the night. His 1 shot for 2 points is good. Give him 32. He's a perfect 4 of 4 from the stripe. It's been a bright spot for the Spurs here in the back part of this season. It's been a great stint for him, shooting well from 3, shooting well from the stripe, playing with great dynamic offensive abilities. Raleigh Elkins goes to Davis, gets to the block. Davis fades away from the dotted line, leaves it short, rebound to Delp. Spurs down by 26 points. Under 5 minutes to go. Mahoney wide open down the boulevard and scores. Drove it right past Chris Smith to make it 118-94. 4:27 left here in regulation. Raleigh Elkins at the top, guarded by Mahoney. Behind the back dribble, lost it for a second, had to track it down over to the elbow, now throws it back outside to Smith. Smith drives against Smith, bumped, and he's fouled. Felt weird saying that, but it was Chris Smith driving against Jai Smith. 118-94. This will send Chris Smith to the free throw line. The Chicago kid who grew 9 inches between his freshman and junior year of high school. His first appearance after suffering a knee injury earlier. And most improved player in the Pac-12 in 2020. Missed the free throw, and Elkins stepped out of bounds while trying to get the loose ball. But Chris Smith, his free throw shooting and three-point shooting at UCLA drastically improved in his time there. College teammate of Johnny Juzang, that team that went to the Final Four and pushed Gonzaga right to the limit. It was a great run for a team that had a rough regular season by NCAA tournament qualifier standards. Deep in the paint was Jai Smith. He's fouled by Chris Smith. We'll send Jai Smith to the free throw line. Jai Smith, it's his third game with Austin after 5 games with Sioux Falls. He's 0 for 3 on Tuesday night. His free throw is up and no good, and the loose ball rebound is knocked out of bounds off of the Spurs and to the Stars. As Jordan Hall nearly had the O-board. Stars up by 24. Rebounding in favor of Salt Lake City, 56-27. They have 70 points in the paint. Elkins takes a screen from Ellaby, gives it back to Ellaby, hand to the face three, good. C.J. Ellaby, 15 points for him tonight. And the Stars are back up 27. 3:40 to go in the fourth. Hall off of a curl, takes it at Chris Smith, stops at the block, throws it back outside. Carter driving to the free throw line, now dotted line. Hand in the face, fade away, no good. Rebound, tapped out of bounds, off. I believe Raleigh Elkins, indeed. And they'll stay with the Spurs. 121-94. 3.5 minutes left to play. Scotty Morrison and his staff continued to teach the principles that they have preached from day number 1. And it paid off immensely. Jai Smith catches a pass from Delph and jams it home. So Jai Smith, his first 2 of the night. So 2 up to that point with 3 fouls. Delph, who has 11 points, now with 3 assists and 6 rebounds. 3 on the other end from Ellaby, no good. The rebound comes down to Stacey Davis. But the coaching staff of the Stars really won this team over early. 3 on the way and good from Raleigh Elkins. Raleigh Elkins, who had a double-digit scoring game, just 1 of his last 10. And tonight, he is hit into double digits. Congratulations to him. 124-96 to score. He has 13. Cross-court pass and around the horn a bit. Then it goes to Hall, kicks back out. Now to the right corner. 3 on the way. Mahoney, good. Great ball movement. Great shot there by Mahoney. So for Mahoney tonight, give him 11. But they won this team over with trust-based influence. It was talked about well before games were ever played. And Jazz players talk about it a lot as Chris Smith steps out of bounds. The ball goes back to the Spurs, 124-99. But it was a key reason for the Jazz having a much better start than people expected and a much better season up to this point than people expected. For the Stars, Showcase Cup play didn't go well. The start of the regular season didn't go well. But you could see they were playing hard, they were playing for each other, and a lot of the principles were starting to come together. They were playing some winning basketball, then making losing plays. Suddenly, it all came together. January 26th is kind of where it felt like it turned for this team. Since then, they've been the best team in the NBA G League, night in, night out. And it will result with them going to the playoffs, and it will result with them having a home game. They'll be the 4 seed or the 3 seed. See what continues to happen throughout the rest of the NBA G League regular season. Jonathan Williams hits a free throw. 126-99. Tyler Cook not on the floor right now. He has been credited as the guy who kept this team poised, kept this team together, kept them confident in understanding the process. It was a really important part of this. Carter, a three. He's fouled on a three. That's the second time tonight. He'll go to the free throw line. He'll end up shooting all 3 free throws because we have under 2 minutes left. It's been, just a fabulous story and a fabulous journey. And the G League, standing for the Gatorade League, but it used to be the D League. Considered development. This league is about development. But high-level performance, and guys learning the concepts of what's going on with the NBA parent club. It's been a league of gratitude. Stacey Davis has talked about that a lot. Raleigh Alkins has talked about that a lot. The patience from a guy like Chris Smith. Olin Carter III at the free throw line. He came into the series being a great free throw shooter. Here tonight, he's already fabulous at the stripe. He goes to the free throw line, hits all 3 free throws, 126 to 102. He has 35 points tonight. That leads all scorers, both teams. His team down by 24, 148 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Chris Smith, one bounce, goes to the right corner. Williams, corner three, it's good. Janathan Williams has been fabulous from outside, over 50% from three his last 5 games. Now in his last 6 games, he's over 50% from three. 129-102. Delph to the free throw line against Smith. Fades away from 15 and gets it on the rim, backboard net. 129-104. 124 left to play in this one. The fans have been tremendous with their support all year long. All the great theme nights. Terrific work by the staff of the Stars for that. Straightaway three, Stacey Davis swirls out. Autism Awareness Night was fabulous. Military Appreciation Night. With some great tributes throughout the course of the evening. Princess Night, always a hit. Carter's going to launch for three and hit. He has 38 tonight. His team will come up short, but he has had a dynamic offensive performance as he is 6 of 11 from three. Under a minute left to play. 129-107 Stars. Alkins rumbling right through the lane. The Brooklyn Kid taking the M train from Middle Village right to the 10. 131-107. 44 seconds left in the fourth. Carter misses on this runner. Williams brings it across the timeline, has Alkins in the corner, gives it to him. Alkins, catch and shoot three. He nails it. Raleigh Alkins, 7 of 7 from the field. He has 18 points, and the Stars are going to host a playoff game. Inside, lefty layup, no good. Johnson, loose ball knocked out of bounds off of Johnson. It'll go to the Stars, and the Stars can run it out. What a journey for this team. A 27-point lead. They'll have to get it across the timeline. They do, and they can run it out from there. The Stars are going to sweep this 2-game set with the Spurs. They win their last 3. They had to rally back to beat the Lakers on Sunday to make it happen. A 15-4 run to end the season. The Stars, the best team since January 26th. And they will have home court advantage in the first round of the NBA G League playoffs. 134-107 the final here tonight.